Welcome back to Pocono Raceway. The cars have been on pit road. Some have not fared very well, though, on pit road.
Yeah, Brennan Poole came in with the lead, had a little bit of an issue on his pit stop. Restarts this race in the 4th spot. Let's take a look at what happened on Brennan Poole's pit stop.
Gets in his box, okay, no problem there. Hits his mark. Got
to make an adjustment.
Got a little adjustment going on. Tighten him up a little bit. He's complaining about being a little loose.
Watch the gas can.
Crank down there. Gas can man. The tire. I was wondering, Phil, about it being wet in the pits, if that would cause anybody any problem. We saw the left rear tire, the tire carrier there, slip and fall, and that's what put them behind.
And the right side tire was laying there too. I think he tripped over that as well.
Yeah, it's just a little wet right down there in the pits, and it caused him to slip and fall.
That's the view.
That's turn 2.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
the view of turn number 2, and that's why right now we're still under a cautious pace, because we haven't been able to go back to racing. The spotters can't actually see turn number 2, but coming off of pit road first was the 17 of Chris Buescher. Wendy, how'd they do it?
They definitely had a fast stop with those 4 tires, but I'll tell you what's going on pit road. A lot of these teams, including the 17 of Chris Buescher and the 41 of Ty Dillon, they have sent extra people down to between turns 1 and 2. Actually, Mike Dillon, the father of Ty Dillon, went over to turn 1 on a golf cart from inside the racetrack. Everyone's taking spare radios down there, and they are picking up the drivers because that's where the spotters are losing them, and then the spotters are picking them back up in the middle of 3. So that's kind of a touch and go situation for these spotters. The rain has really lightened up, guys, so I think we can get back to green racing.
Yeah, actually, for a little bit there, we couldn't even see the safer barrier down the back straightaway. Now it's starting to come back into view a little bit from here, but the problem is the race officials, they can't see the cars over on the back straightaway there and in tunnel turn, so we got to get it cleared up a little bit here.
Marieve Defoe gets the Aaron's lucky dog. She'll get a lap back.
Marieve got a top 10 finish her last time out at Chicagoland.
She's done a nice job this year.
She really has.
Been impressed.
17 cars on the lead lap in Pocono. Still a little bit of precipitation in the area. Stay with us. Welcome back. We're still under caution for the ARCA Pocono 200 from Speed. Here your Motorsports Authority out in front of the field. Brennan Poole was dominating early on in this race. He had the 41 of Ty Dillon chasing him around the racetrack. A couple times Ty was able to get by, but it has been a pretty strong performance early in this one for Brennan Poole once again.
See Frank Kimmel, the 44 car, following Brennan Poole. Frank, 9-time series champion here in the ARCA Racing Series. There's Chad Hockenbraw. What a distraught young man that had to be last week, DW.
Yeah, leading the race in Chicago.
Devastating right here. I mean, just blows it. Tire going in the corner, pounds that wall.
Ty Dillon ended up winning this race because of Chad Hockenbraw's problem. And I was talking to Ty, said I wasn't going to beat him. I just got fortunate that Chad had some problems, and that allowed me to win the race. But tough break for the Tasty Apple Chevrolet team.
Kind of reminds me of that race at Vegas that Brett Keselowski was leading on the white flag. That blew a tire going to the 3rd turn. Mark Martin ended up winning the race.
Chad Hockenbraw currently in the 8th position. Again, out in front, though, it's Chris Buescher. He won the race off of pit road. Ty Dillon being scored in the 2nd position. Tim George Jr. and Brennan Poole, your top 4. Frank Kimmel rounding out the top 5. That's Chris Buescher, our race leader. Again, we've completed 27 of the 80 laps. Wendy Venerini earlier said she thought it was lightening up as far as the moisture, the precipitation that was coming down. And now again, it is very difficult to see turn 2 in the backstretch here.
You get a good view right there as the cars come off. I think they came off turn 1, but yeah, they are. But we can't even see turn 1 really once we're showing this camera from halfway down the short chute over there, and we really can't even see turn 1.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're looking. You can't see the cars from where we are.
Tomorrow, NASCAR Race Day, built by the Home Depot. We'll break down that Busch and Childress confrontation, discuss what might have led to the blow-up. That's all on NASCAR Race Day, built by the Home Depot from Pocono. That's 10 Eastern, live on Speed. We're riding this one out. Started under inclement weather. They were able to get quite a few laps in, but the rain has slowed them down. Welcome back. The ARCA Pocono 200 on Speed, your Motorsports Authority. Drivers being told 1 to go. The flashing lights have been turned off on the pace car. This is how we have got to this point. Green flag flew. It was Brennan Poole and Ty Dillon making up row number 1. Poole got out front but had his hands full.
Oh, I'm a little loose off, Oh, I'm real loose off.
All these drivers complaining about loose conditions. There's Ty Dillon going to use the lap car of Mary-Eve Defoe to get by Brennan Poole to get the lead back.
First caution came out when the 7 of George Cushman got into the wall. A bad pit stop by the 25 team relegated Brendan Poole all the way back to 4th.
See the tire carrier fall down over the right rear tire.
Once they made it back out onto the track, the haze stopped us from going back to green. Jim Trado, I believe you are with Billy Venturini.
We are, and Brendan Poole's first time here at Pocono. What are you telling this young man to keep his cool as you guys lost a couple of spots on pit road?
There's nothing you got to do to keep Brendan Poole's cool. I mean, he is the most laid-back race car driver I've ever seen. He's doing an awesome job. The car seems to be very well balanced. I think we're going to be very good here. I had a problem with the pit stop, but I think we can overcome that. We got one more to make. Told the guys on pit road, if we're going to miss one, that's the one to miss it. We got to get the other one right. I expect him to be able to drive back to the front. At least we hope to. You know, you're getting that dirty air. You never know exactly what's going to happen. But Brendan's been awesome today, and he's just rock solid. He's doing a great job.
And a credit to this team. First time this car saw a racetrack was yesterday. Brand new car.
Yep, brand new car. And I don't know, Phil, I'm a little nervous about this restart.
How about turn 1?
I'm just real nervous about turn 1, to tell you the truth. I just don't have a real good feeling about this.
So our race leader, Chris Buescher, on the outside, Ty Dillon on the inside.
Remember now, we waved off the restart. They're not going to stay. I think they were listening to you, DW.
Man, I feel better.
but not a double file restart.
Right.
A double file with lap cars on the inside back in the ARCA series.
Just kidding. One to go.
So they'll let them go around one more time before they see the green. Stay with us.
Take those jet dryers, I'd turn those stacks up in the air.
And get rid of this
So
fog.
we can melt that fog out of here.
Right now we've got a fog that has halted progress of this race, and that has enabled Wendy Venturini to catch up with our race leader. Wendy.
And that is Chris Buescher, and that happened due to some pit strategy. You guys came out top spot after pit road. How bad was it out there, Chris?
It wasn't really so bad when we were fixing to go green there, but you know, the second wave kind of rolled in, and you come off turn 3 and you can't see the next corner here at Pocono. It'll kind of throw a curveball at you, but hopefully it'll go away. We can get back to racing.
Explain your race car and what you like about this racetrack, Pocono, your first ARCA start at this track.
It's a lot of fun. It's challenging. 3 completely different corners, and we're still trying to get a handle on all of them. But I think 3 is the one I need the most help. Just trying to get down this front straightaway here. But so it's a fun place as long as we get back to it. I think we got a good car. We were a little behind the 2 in front of us there in those laps leading up to it, but seem to be getting closer.
All right, good luck to Chris Buescher. I've heard Cup star David Reagan talking to him throughout this race so far. Let's head over to Jim Trado.
And Brendan Poole has the spotter for Brian Vickers on top of the grandstands, helping him through his first time here at Pocono. Brendan, you had the lead. Now you're back here in 4th. I'm certain you want to get this race back going. Tell us about your race car and how comfortable you are right now in this 25.
Well, our car is really, really good right now. You know, we're a little free getting back to the gas. We almost got ourselves in trouble pretty big coming off of 1. But we're just having a whole bunch of fun out here until this fog rolled in. So, you know, hopefully this fog can roll out of here and we can get back racing. Just having a lot of fun racing with Ty. You know, we've been able to pass each other a few times and just having a blast. Just want to thank Lacey Green for supporting us this weekend. Just means a lot to have her on the hood of my car for the summertime. Our album's just now coming out, so you guys need to check it out. She's a pretty good country singer. And Scott Doberman, I just appreciate all the help and the support, and Billy Venturini, and just all the guys that have been helping us out this week. You know, it's been a lot of fun. You know, I've been watching a lot of tape and a lot of video to help us get around here with Billy. And Billy, man, it's just been a great mentor, and I just feel really blessed and excited to be in this race car. I can't wait to get back going.
Now, when you had 20 laps at Michigan or so, and you said, hey, let's do Pocono, what were you thinking? How did you prepare for this race, and how did you get so quick so fast?
Well, I just watched a lot of films. I watched a few races from last year and some 2009 races, and a lot of Xbox playing before I came here. And I think just watching the film, I was able to pick up the line and everything where I needed to run out, watching Mikey Kyle and Lofton and some guys like that. Some past really had some really good cars here, and I just watched them to try to figure some things out. And I feel like it helped me out a ton as a driver. But it makes my job a heck of a lot easier when Billy Venturini and all the Venturini guys can give you such an awesome race car like we've got here today. So we'll just take our time, be patient, and work our way back up to the front. I feel like we have a really good car. It was pretty good in traffic when I was behind the 41 car, and we were able to get back in front of him. So, I'm just pretty confident in our race car. Hopefully we can get back up there, but you never know in racing. So we'll just take it one lap at a time and try to get back up front.
No doubt, guys, he's a quick study. As a matter of fact, when he was in Texas, growing up, he graduated after the 11th grade, so he get a chance to move to North Carolina and pursue his racing career. Good kid, quick study, very fast in the 25 is Brennan Poole.
Some of the short tracks he won, we said he won Salem.
Yep.
That's in his first ARCA start. But he also, like Hickory, he's won at Hickory in a UARE car. He's won, I think, Kingsport, Colburn, a lot of really tough short tracks. And this kid just took to every one of them. Like I said, we've run him 5 times this year. He's won 3 and finished second in the other 2.
And I think it's really smart to watch videos from this racetrack and onboard camera videos. I mean, we see the onboard cameras. Benny Chastain has an onboard camera here. Well, he will get a DVD after this race of that onboard camera. And I think that's what Brennan's talking about, is watching the entire race from the view of an onboard camera. And it's amazing what you can pick up, because you can hear the throttle, you can watch other cars and hear all the sounds and all the sights. And it's amazing how much you can pick up doing that.
I can identify, okay, and you may not believe this.
With Xbox?
No, I can play better golf when I watch the pros play golf. It helps my golf game. So it's got to help your driving, right?
Absolutely.
He ran over 500 laps on the computer.
That's right.
He beat the computer.
I like the analogy between you and golf also. That's very, very good. Fog has stopped this race for just a moment. Stay with us.
4, Rick. 4.